Hello and welcome to the Carnegie Murrumbeena Report. It is winter 2025, June in fact. I'm Gary Peer.
And I'm Lior Samuel.
Mr. Carnegie Murrumbeena, Lior Samuel, good to be back with you.
That's it, Gary, we're back in action.
We're back in action, and winter's always it's a great time really, because there's always good demand, the supply's down a bit, the number of transactions are down a bit. There's always some good little gems that come through in winter,
right.
Isn't it?
And May was quite good after April being a bit of a weird month with all the holidays and the elections over, but May turned out to be okay, and we're obviously looking forward to bringing new listings to the June market.
Well, April was a miserable April compared to other years, so we were going to pass the hat around, but we just got out of jail with a good May, thankfully. And June, July, never big months, but good months. Those people that do sell, I think they sort of get an advantage of less competition.
For the spring rush, they do. And if it's
absolutely
popular and they want it, one thing with COVID, Gary, we learned if they want it, they'll come. Looking back to those lockdown, when speaking of lockdowns, did you with the Apple iPhone, you get that 5 years memories from years ago? They came up for that one when we had that auction. We had to bring 20 auctions into where we are now, where we're filming, into our auction room, and those dates when those snap lockdowns came in, and if they want it, they'll come.
Well, I've never been very domesticated, but I remember in between all those auctions, spraying the air and wiping down benches.
Gloves like Michael Jackson.
Gloves like Michael Jackson, exactly right. Did everything but his moonwalk. But I got to say, it was a weird time, and I reckon.
Do you remember how that guy bidding outside of the glass on the phone?
Yes, that's right. So where we are in this room, we've got a window on the other side, and he was
playing
on
charades,
the other side of the window, trying to work out what's going on.
Buy, sell, like the commodity market in Chicago Board of Trade.
The Marcel of bidders somewhat, and of course we had an agent outside, but
like the lift.
That's right. Hey, very good. Visual gags here. This is a real estate show, or it's supposed to be anyway, but it has been a very, very interesting time the last 5 years. And I think a lot of the COVID mentality has still remained. People work from home.
If it wasn't for COVID, you would still be taking checks from with you, Gary. You're very old school.
Well, I know. I mean, I didn't want to move to electronic signing. We wouldn't have been closed. We would have actually been closed. But it was an amazing time, and it was an interesting time. And I think a lot of people never really got over the fact that they really like getting paid for not coming to work.
Yeah, that was
I think that was a really good thing.
It's great as managers,
And working from home went from being a privilege to an entitlement very quickly.
The best part of it, we went on a study tour to San Francisco about, was it 6 or 12 months before?
Yep.
And they're talking about all these beautiful communal workspace environments in San Francisco.
That's right.
Geez, that really happened well when people were 1.5 metres away from each other.
Yes, I don't know how that worked out afterwards. I don't think there was many people attending anymore. But anyway, that is in the distant past in many respects, and we are right here in the present talking about what's going on in Carnegie Murrumbeena. Now, we've had an interesting week because this week was the first week I can recall where there were more properties sold before auction than at auction.
I know, it's quite an interesting stat as well, and just shows you that auctions do bring things to a deadline. But look, a lot of these properties, with the buyers more so than us forcing their hand, they're jumping at us, wanting to buy before auction, a lot of the times over the range that we're sort of pitching it at. But it's a good stat to see that, things are transacting, but you're right, up there compared to what 40 to close to almost half of our sales selling before.
I think it was even over 50%, so we've just gone back through the figures again, but it was an extraordinary stat. And I was saying on the Bentley report, I think people now have gone from fogey to FOMO.
Yep.
And fogey was fear of getting in, and FOMO, of course, is fear of getting out. Fear of missing out.
Yeah.
Fear of missing out. So gone from fear of getting in to fear of missing out. From fogey to FOMO.
When the interest rates went up 12 times in a row, it was the fear of paying too much.
Yeah, well, it was fear of getting in. I think it was very fogey at that time.
Yep.
But anyway, it is all happening, and the clearance rate for last weekend was just under 90%.
That's right.
And that's been pretty consistent for us against the industry average around 70%. So anyway, let's talk about some of the properties that sold in and around the area that you so masterfully work within, notwithstanding that you work in a whole lot of other areas as well.
That's right,
Melbourne,
Gary. And look,
across.
we had some amazing results in postcode 3163, and the first one that we would like to talk about was the one that Christian DeFries and Dizzy Wang handled in Kangaroo Road.
Yeah, let's hop over there.
We hopped over there. It was a great auction, first time offered in many years. Ironically, it was done on the election day, but you know what? We didn't bring out. We had the coffee van, but we didn't bring out the sausages like those
Democratic sausages.
There, but this one was competitive in terms of bidding. We had 3 bidders, and that sold for $1,680,000 at 44 Kangaroo Road, Murrumbeena.
Let's fly through these because we've got a big list. Jersey Parade, Carnegie.
Jersey Parade was a popular 2-bedroom apartment with a courtyard, sold by Graham Callan and Izzy that sold for 615,000. Then we also had another one in Walden Grove, Carnegie, a nice spot there, right near Packer Park. And that was a home which was on had 3 bedrooms. It sold for $1,657,000. And look, anything with land, as we know, is very popular indeed.
As was Mimosa Road, a very popular home there too.
Yeah, Mimosa was a modern home, sold on behalf of some delightful clients of ours. That's went to auction. We passed in, we negotiated and sold short time, about 15 minutes after called the auction. But yeah, sold to a lovely owner-occupier as well.
And our project marketing team, which sell off the plan, occasionally don't sell all of them off the plan, so they get to completion. And this particular one that got to completion in Oakley Road was very well sought after.
Just talk about, selling off the plan. We originally sold these off the plan. We had some residual stock left over, and good to see that we actually sold, this one that we took to auction well above the initial, the purchase price that the others paid for in the block. So it just shows you a bit of time in the market does you good.
Yeah, got some appreciation. Leo, one of our 8 auctioneers is Simon Radolnik. You've got in the Carnegie office, you've got 3 auctioneers, haven't you, between yourself, Graham Callan, and of course David Thompson. 3 auctioneers in Carnegie office, but Simon Radolnik, and I'm an auctioneer in the Carnegie office as well. I get a call up every now and then. I'm always available, so that's 4. And the 5th auctioneer that we have service in Carnegie is Simon Radolnik, and he met up with Viv Samuel.
Lydia Perry. Lydia's doing great things for our office as well, handled this sale for my brother Aviv.
Yeah,
it sold for $648,000, a modern 2-bedroom apartment. I love that pocket of Nearham Road because it's right near our Carnegie Murrumbeena offices, but more so the fact that it's just walking distance, everything.
Now, I had the great pleasure of doing the auction in House Street, Murrumbeena, working together with Rishi Thacker.
How was your form there?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good, I enjoyed it.
Yep.
And I love this unit, which has been owned by the builder who built that development a long time ago. I think, I don't know if it's 70s or 80s, but it's a long time ago that this was built. And the builder said, I'm going to hold on to this one. And they held on to it for all the
Prized
years.
possession.
Long passed away, a very lovely fellow the builder was. I remember him, quality builder. And his of course, descendant sold this property in House Street, which we rented out for many years, and it sold for $870,000. So well done.
She handled that one for you, Gary?
Yeah, did a fine job. Grange Road in Carnegie, 232 Grange Road. Tell us a bit about that one.
The demand for land sold on the day to a local developer who's in time going to put a couple of townhouses there. But yeah, a great opportunity for him.
Buckley Street, Carnegie is another fine address, and this was a popular property, wasn't it?
It was, and I'm proud to say that 2 years ago this was listed with another agent. He felt bad because he had a friend
in the business,
the business out of area, didn't sell it. He gave me the opportunity to sell it this time, and Izzy Anstey and I ran a great campaign there. And you got to love a modern home, sub 400 square metres, very rare in that sort of heritage pocket of Carnegie, that Hollywood Grove, Buckley Street, Edgewood, and yeah, sold really well. It's a competitive auction. There had 2 buyers literally neck and neck going for it, and it sold for $2,212,000 in the end.
And I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that the best saleswomen in Carnegie are situated in your office. We've got some amazing dynamos. We've got one that's just joined us. We're not going to talk about her until next time, but we will release her to the market next time because she's just getting her photos taken and getting ready, and she's an experienced agent who we're excited about. We have Lydia Perry, who's doing a great job. Did work for another company in Carnegie and saw the light. She saw the light and came and joined us. So thank you, Lydia, who's doing amazingly well. And Izzy Anstey, who had a professional athlete's career as an incredible basketballer overseas in America, no less.
She did, Izzy. She's comes from good sporting DNA and good basketballer, but even better real estate agent.
And she's a great real estate agent. And Dizzy Wang, of course, already established agent within our office, doing amazing stuff. And Dizzy Wang's just lazily listed a home for sale, which is going to be sold around about $5.5 million. Not bad, eh?
Dizzy.
Let's just talk about some of our new listings. Take us through them.
Let's talk about it. So, Gary, usually we do auctions in summertime, like twilight auctions, but I thought, we'll try something different again to do it in winter, because this property in Colling Avenue, I had to bring it to an auction. The vendor wanted it sold, and we've got that funny time with the Queen's or the King's birthday now. Yep. And we've got a very popular offering, a single level villa unit, 1 of 2 on the block at 1 at 14 Colling Avenue, Carnegie. It's going to go well, I think. Alex Stupa, who's doing also great things, young Alex as well. And yeah, I love villa unit, especially 2 on the block. Check this one out.
I'm ready to do a midnight auction. Before I retire, I'm going to get a midnight auction. I don't know who's going to give it to me, but I'm going to get an auction. It's going to be midnight. It's going to make news.
It's like, what did you do with the Northern Lights? You know, in Sweden, that time where it's still light outside.
Exactly right.
Is that, that's right.
We might have a Swedish theme and have some
Swedish.
ABBA? Oh yeah, put on their Benny and Bjorn outfit, and maybe we'll go completely Swedish for the night. Exactly right, and do a bit of Waterloo, whatever. Anyway. It'll glisten at night. We're looking forward to that auction, but we're also looking forward to going back to Mimosa Road for another auction there.
This is a lovely single-level home that's been in the same family hands for many years. Aviv and Lydia have opened this for 2 weeks already, and it's been a popular one. You've got to love those single-level homes. Yeah, in a great pocket. I love that pocket of Mimosa Road, right near the newly refurbished Carnegie swimming pool, right near the 67 tram as well, and all the action that Carnegie has to offer, because it's also close to Kunang Road shops.
And there's a few flower-named streets. One of those is Waratah Avenue. Tell us about this property, Glantley.
As pretty as a Waratah. Rishi's selling this 2-bedroom apartment that's been managed by your office, or Gary, or the corporate office for many years. A ground floor 2-bedroom apartment. It's been popular as well, and especially with the interest rates coming down. We're seeing a lot more investors flock to the market, especially from interstate, because they're seeing such value here in Victoria. And check that one out if you're looking for something of a 2-bedroom nature.
Yes, Darling. No, Darling Road. I'm talking about this property in Darling Road, Malvern East, of course. Just across Dandenong Road, the Malvern East suburb awaits the greatness of our Carnegie agents. Who's involved in this one?
So Leon's selling this 4-bedroom townhouse. Darling Road's a great pocket as well. You know, Malvern East, right near our office as well in Kunang Road. I love this pocket as well. Those shops in Waverley Road have really picked up the last few years, and the old Dairy Bill site on the corner there as well in Belgrave Road. A great pocket as well. Heaps of shops and parks and train stations. So yeah, check this one out if you're looking for something modern.
Great cafes around there, aren't there? Woorale Street in Carnegie. Graham Callan's got the auction honours for that one.
Well, if you didn't know Graham, who wears his badge in Carnegie, he's the mayor. You always think he's the chairman of the Owners Corp in this block, because he sold about, 29 in this complex since it was built. Right now, our office as well. He loves this block, and yeah, I love it. It was one of those high rises where the developer got the floor plan right, and it's been very popular. And I love that infinity pool on the top level as well. But yeah, if you're looking for something modern, 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, right amongst the action of Kunang Road, check it out. And also have a chat to Graham, who'll talk about this one till the cows come home.
He sure will. And you know, it's amazing. You know, you don't think of Carnegie as being a young suburb with an infinity pool and a cool building, modern building, but it's become that way. I mean, you go down Kunang Road, it's just packed. And I was saying this at some of the auctions I've been doing in Carnegie. There's vacancies in Chapel Street, but there aren't any in Kunang Road. So it's a really buzzy and exciting street.
Busy strip as well. And yeah, the eatery is just getting better and better at time.
No question about it. Golf View Road in Heatherton is the last auction to review. Tell us a bit about this one.
So Aviv's selling this on behalf of a great client of his. This is one of 2 on the block. This is the rear home there, modern. It's got a great feel to it, great accommodation, being 3 bedrooms with 3 bathrooms as well. Yeah, it's a lovely pocket there. I think that Heatherton, Cheltenham pocket towards Dingley, there's some great value there, and it's an area to definitely watch.
And is there a golf view?
Not in this particular place, Gary.
Fair enough. I love that. I like it when you have a street called Bayview, but there's no view of the bay, or when there's Sea View, there's no view of the sea. When there's Golf View, there's no view of the golf. But anyway, it doesn't matter because it's still a great address. And
I think the person that subdivided the land originally must have loved golf.
Maybe so. Anyway, you might be able to go there with your 9-iron and just bang a ball around the back garden as you get ready to bid at the auction for that home. So that's a big wrap on the Carnegie and Murrumbeena Report. Some fine offerings coming to the market, some exciting things happening in our office. And we love winter. It's a great time to buy and sell, and we look forward to helping you with whatever your real estate requirements are. Thanks for watching. I'm Gary Peer.
And I'm Leo Samuel. Have a fantastic week.